How's it going out there, YouTube land and also some social media lands? Welcome to an all-new video. In this video, we're going to be doing a movie review of a new film that just came out last week and is based on a true story, but, of course, they took things a little out there. So we're going to get right into that. But before we do that, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss this video or any of the other videos I put up. As always, people, if you enjoy my content here on YouTube, definitely check out my other social media platforms such as Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all those great places. Pretty much post on a regular basis, so definitely check those out. As always, people, let's get right into this. So welcome one and all to an all new video. So like I was saying before, we're doing a movie review of a new movie that just came out last week and is based on an inspiring true story, which is called Cocaine Bear. Oh yeah, Cocaine Bear. Yeah, Cocaine Bear. Oh. So Cocaine Bear, like I said, is based on a true story that happened back in 1985. Basically, what ended up happening is some drugs got pushed out of a plane, fell into a park. A black bear basically ended up eating the cocaine and ended up dying eventually after ingesting all the cocaine. Not like what we saw in the movie. But overall, the movie is just a satirical, funny black comedy that is so superb and so amazing and was so much fun from beginning to end. This movie was super fantastic. Really enjoyed it, and I thought it was overall a really great film. Now, to start us off, of course, is none other than the person that directed this film, and I thought that she had a great eye for what she brought to this film, and that happens to be the director known as Elizabeth Banks. Yeah, Elizabeth Banks. Yeah. So Elizabeth Banks you might recognize from like films like 40-Year-Old Virgin, Role Models. You might recognize her from her TV show where she's a game show host and stuff like that. And she's been around. She's done a lot of things over the years. And is a pretty decent actress, pretty good at comedy, and has a really great eye for comedy. And that really protrude through in this film, I feel, because she really had a great eye for the comedy, along with the kind of the seriousness, along with just the crazy over-the-topness that this film was. Now, another great film she was in that I absolutely really enjoyed her directing ability in, and she did a really good job with the film and just gave us a really solid sequel and a great trilogy of films called Pitch Perfect 2. Yeah, Pitch Perfect 2. This is a great trilogy of films, but she did a really superb job with the second film. I thought there was a lot better songs in the second film. I thought the direction of the second film was a lot better, a lot more comedy with Thumper, a lot more with, Fat Amy, and I thought that the second film just had a lot more great competition vibes and stuff like that, and I thought Elizabeth Banks did a really good job of bringing that into that film and showing how great of a directing ability she has. And I thought that she took it in a great direction, took the actors and actresses and had them bring out such great performances and giving them a really solid just all-around story and give us a really solid film. If you haven't seen anything else Elizabeth Banks has directed, definitely check out Pitch Perfect 2 for her directing. She did a really good job. Now, it comes to her directing of Cocaine Bear, like I said earlier, she did a phenomenal job. Absolutely love everything she did with this film. I love the direction she took it in. I love the crazy over-the-top satirical comedy in it, and I just loved everything about it. It was entertaining, like I said, from beginning to end, and everything about it was just so much fun, and everyone in it did a great job, and she directed them so beautifully and gave us just really superb performances. If you haven't seen anything she's directed recently, definitely check out Cocaine Bear. She did a really phenomenal job directing this film. So this movie has a great all-star cast of great actors, great actresses, and just overall just a really great ensemble cast. And also one of the last films that Mr. Ray Liotta was in before his untimely death. Now to start us off is none other than, I felt, one of the main characters in the film that we see quite a bit throughout the film. And that, of course, is Mr. O'Shea Jackson Jr. Oh yeah! O'Shea Jackson Jr. Woo! O'Shea Jackson! So if you're not familiar with O'Shea Jackson Jr., he is Ice Cube's son, which Ice Cube's real name is actually O'Shea Jackson Sr. And O'Shea is just a really great up-and-coming actor. I really enjoy him. I think he has a lot of great acting chops, and I just really enjoy him. I love his presence. I love what he brings to any film that he's in, and I just think that he has a really great talent, and, definitely was passed down from his father, but I feel that he's really solid on his own and really proves that he has great acting ability without his dad, too. Now, O'Shea, I think, did a phenomenal job in this film. I really enjoyed his character. I loved everything he brought to the character, and I just love kind of his overall story arc throughout the film, kind of how he starts out and how he ends. I absolutely love just how it ended up working out and giving us a really solid performance by him. Now, another great film he was in that I really enjoyed him in, I thought he did a really great job. And I mean, how hard could it be to portray, basically your father? And that happens to be the film known as Straight Outta Compton. Yeah, Straight Outta Compton. Yeah, he plays his dad back in the day when he was around his age, when he was a part of NWO. And I absolutely loved just the presence he gave to his character. I thought he did a great job of portraying his dad, giving us a really solid performance. I mean, he really looked like his dad. He acted like his dad. I mean, everything about him, he was on point of, bringing to life again his dad around that age. And I just thought he did a really good job. But also, I thought that he brought a great acting ability to how good he is too. That's a little different than his dad, and I thought that he did a really good job of bringing a dramatic element to his acting, and I thought he just did a really good job. If you haven't seen O'Shea in anything, definitely check him out in Straight Outta Compton. He did a really amazing job. And overall, I really enjoyed him in Cocaine Bear. I thought he was superb and so amazing and just so much fun, and I just really enjoyed him in it. I thought he was a really great addition to this cast. If you haven't seen O'Shea Jackson Jr. or anything, definitely go check him out in Cocaine Bear now. He's really amazing. So that brings me to the next actress I like to talk about that was in this film. And that is none other than another kind of, I feel, like a main lead in the film that I feel had more screen time than some of the others. And that, of course, is Miss Keri Russell. Oh yeah, Keri Russell, woo, Keri Russell! So Keri Russell, you might recognize, of course, from the show Felicity. You might recognize her from a slew of other things over the years, The Americans and so forth, other films and all that kind of good jazz. And she is a pretty decent actress. I enjoy her. I think she does a pretty good job. And I feel that, over the years, she's gotten better and better in her acting and just expanding on her acting and stuff like that. And I felt that was no exception in this film. I think she did a really good job. I really enjoyed her playing this mother character. I thought she did a good job. I liked the presence she brought to it, and I liked how she played an average woman that was a mother back in the 80s having to deal with a coked out bear. And I thought that she did a really good job of dealing with a circumstance that a real mother would have to deal with, and I thought she just did overall a really good job. Now, another movie she was in that I absolutely enjoyed her role in it. It wasn't a huge role, but still, it was a really defining role that I thought she just did a really good job with. And then, of course, is the movie called Mission Impossible 3. Yeah, Mission Impossible 3. Yeah, she plays another, agent that's a part of the MF, like Tom Cruise is, and she knows Tom Cruise's character, Ethan Hunt, and everything like that. And she just was so good in that role. She was so awesome, so action-packed, and just really amazing in that performance. And I just really enjoyed everything she brought to it and her whole bravado and everything she did with that character. And it really showed how amazing of an actor she is and how much she's improved from her television days when she was Felicity. And I just thought she did a really amazing job with that role. If you have not seen her in Mission Impossible 3, definitely go check it out. She was really amazing in the film. And overall, I really enjoyed her in the film. Like I said, I loved her presence, and overall, I thought she just did a really good job. If you haven't seen Cocaine Bear yet, definitely go check out Keri Russell in it. She did a really good job. So that brings me to the final actor I like to talk about that was in this film. And that is none other than the late, great Mr. Ray Liotta. Oh yeah, Ray Liotta, woo, Ray Liotta! Oh my god, Ray Liotta. He was such a phenomenal actor. He was so awesome, so amazing, such a great guy, and overall just a really amazing actor that, could do all kinds of different types of acting. comedy, he could do action, he could do drama, he could do kids. I mean, he did everything, and he just was so good at what he did. And once again, he brought that to his character in this film as Sid. And I just really enjoyed him in it. I thought he did a great job as one of his last works. I thought that it was a really great last work and really went off on a high note for his acting ability. And I just thought that it was a really fun role that worked really well with everyone in the film and gave us this really solid performance. Now, another great film he was in that I absolutely loved him in, it was one of his later roles, and I think it's an overseen role that he was just so fun in, and it really showed his comedy chops. And that, of course, is in the film called from Netflix, called Hubie Halloween. Oh yeah, Hubie Halloween. Yeah, oh my god. He was so awesome as his character in Hubie Halloween. He was so perfect. And his work in that film and how he worked with everyone in that film just worked so well and gave us a really fantastic performance that just showed how amazing Ray was and how good he was at his craft and just how amazing of an actor he was. And I just really enjoyed him, and I thought it was a really fantastic performance that he provided in that film. If you haven't seen Hubie Halloween, go definitely check it out on Netflix now. See Ray's performance. He was really amazing in it. But overall, I absolutely loved Ray in this. I thought it was a great, like I said, amazing one of his final roles. And I just really enjoyed everything he brought to the character and everything he brought to this movie. If you haven't seen Ray anything, definitely to show him homage, go check him out in Cocaine Bear. He was really amazing. So what is Cocaine Bear about? Basically, like I said, the premise story is inspired by true events that happened back in the 80s. But basically, the movie itself is basically about this bear that ends up ingesting a whole bunch of cocaine throughout the film, and these people that end up getting intertwined in it, and basically them trying to survive this bear and to survive getting out of the wilderness. And just kind of the comedy antics that end up coming through and the deaths and fatalities from this incident, unfortunately. If you haven't seen it, definitely go check it out in theaters now. It's amazing, it's fun, it's fantastic. Great film, one of my all-time favorite films, off the one viewing so far. I can't wait to add this to the collection. It's such a fun film, and is just all around really well done, and just an overall great inspired by movie that was just so much fun. If you haven't seen it, go check it out in theaters now. Worth the watch, giant 10 golden movie boxes up. Can't wait to see it again. So that's it for this movie, guys. As always, thank you for watching, thank you for liking, also thank you for subscribing. And if this is your first time here or you have been before, don't forget to check out any older new videos you might not see mine yet. As always, people, if you want to show support for the channel, definitely check out my links down below, either for my Patreon page where you get all kinds of extra accoutrement you don't get here on my YouTube channel. You get outtakes, bloopers, giveaways, all that kind of cool stuff, merch, all that kind of cool stuff. So definitely check that out. As always, people, if you are a huge horror movie buff fan, definitely check out the Horror Pack link where you can get great horror films to your door every month for a great low price. So definitely check that out too. As always, people, catch you next one.